Samuel Little, America's most deadly serial killer in history, has died at the age of 80 on the 30th of December 2020. He was convicted in 2012 for the murders of 3 women in California between 1987 and 1989. He was also convicted in 2018 for the murder of a woman in Texas in 1994. This doesn't even scratch the barrel of atrocities Samuel caused though, with him admitting to have killed as many as 93 women, and investigators have linked him to over 60 murders. The FBI have confirmed Little's involvement in at least 50 murders, the largest number of proven cases for any serial killer in US history. He allegedly murdered women across 19 states within a third of a century, ending around 2005. Little often targeted women in need of help. He preyed on sex workers, drug users, and the poor. His victims were mostly all black women. Some of his victims are still missing to this day, with police departments continuing to search for their bodies decades after he admitting to have killed them. Most authorities say that the majority of Little's murders would never have been solved had he not confessed to them in 2018. Little had been serving multiple life sentences in a California prison, with police spending the last 2 years using Little's confessions to reopen cold cases around the country. Little would often draw sketches of his victims. Here are just some of the unfortunate souls caught on the wrong end of his actions. James Holland, the man Little confessed his murders to, stated the following during an interview with CBS in 2019. Nothing he's ever said has been proven to be wrong or false. Previously, the problem for prosecutors at the time is that many of Little's victims were those addicted to drugs or sex workers. Their deaths were ruled as overdoses or otherwise related to their livelihood. Perhaps the only negative to Little's death is that it could stall efforts to help bring closure to families of the woman he preyed on. Little died at 4:53 AM on Wednesday in a California hospital. Vicky Waters, a spokesperson for the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, stated that there were no signs of foul play. However, his cause of death has not yet been released and will be determined by authorities. Perhaps the only way to end this video is to share one of the most haunting quotes stated by Little. It reads as followed: "I would never go after a girl who would be missed. There were never any teachers or nurses on my list, which is why I got away with it for so long. I'd go back to the same city sometimes and pluck me another grape. How many grapes can easily be picked from the vine here, I wonder?" Little finally finished off his statement with the following: "I wouldn't go over there into the white neighborhood and pick out a teenage girl because then someone might actually give a damn."